Friends, to commence the proceedings, foremost I request Shri K. Rajaraman, Chairperson, IFSCA, to address the August gathering and mark the beginning of the GSMC 2.0 with his welcome address. Let's welcome him with a great round of applause. Welcome, sir.
His Excellency Mr. Giles Roth, Honorable Finance Minister of Luxembourg, Mr. Dr. Anantha Nageshwaran, Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India, Shri Injeti Srinivas, Chairperson NSC and former Chairperson of the International Financial Services Centers Authority, Mr. Pradeep Ramakrishnan, my colleague, and distinguished His Excellency the Ambassador of Luxembourg who is here, and many senior colleagues from the Department of Economic Affairs, Mrs. Shashi, and senior dignitaries from various market infrastructure institutions, dignitaries from various countries, representatives of various asset managers and market intermediaries and other market participants in the GIFT IFSCA ecosystem. First of all, a very warm welcome to the Global Securities Market Conclave. This is the second edition of the Conclave, which we have been organizing since last year. And I must congratulate the Market Infrastructure Institution for having put up this group, a small group together to ensure that I think all of us stay connected and up to date on the developments in domestic market, in the IFSCA markets, and also the global markets as well. So today, I will say that this event has now become wider with a lot more participants from the global markets. So we expect that maybe next time round, I think it should be even more. Today we have with us the Honorable Finance Minister of Luxembourg, who has honored us with his presence along with his team. I think we also have the Ambassador, His Excellency the Ambassador, and to India from Luxembourg, and Mr. Mark, who is the Director General of the CSSF from Luxembourg, and his team from the Finance Ministry as well here. So let me state that to start with, your presence here along with provides us with a palpable sense of anticipation, which speaks far more than any statistics could talk about the growing relevance of GIFT IFSC to one and all. It signals that GIFT IFSC is no longer just an experiment, it is a movement and an idea whose time has come. The enthusiasm in this hall mirrors the rising stature of this jurisdiction on the global financial map. So what was started as a bold financial vision by the Honorable Prime Minister several years ago is now transforming itself into a reality with a lot of attention turning towards it from many participants across the world. So let me congratulate all of you for participating and having a sense of belief that this is going to work. And let me say that the first ones in this platform several years ago took the bold step of coming in here despite lack of clarity on many things. But thanks to the Government of India, led by the Honorable Prime Minister and ably supported by the Honorable Finance Minister, today we have a solid tax policy, an excellent regulatory ecosystem, and a legal support in the form of exemptions and carve-outs from various laws and national regulations as well. So to us, it means that we are all now embarking on a very important journey that supports the bold Viksit Bharat at 2047 vision set by the Honorable Prime Minister. So India started its liberalization journey some 35 years ago. And since then, there has been a measured transformation of the markets from a government-led market to a private sector-led market. So this transformation has been smooth and continuous over the last 35 years. The last 10 years have even been critical in the sense that many structural reforms, such as the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, the GST reforms, the recapitalization of banks and other financial institutions, strict implementation of the provisioning and asset classification norms, capital market reforms, all these have dotted the landscape and enhanced the value of the economy. So today, we have reached a status of a $5 trillion economy, and the bold vision of the government, led by the Honorable Prime Minister, focuses on making India a developed country by 2047, a very ambitious and challenging task. So as the economy grows, I think one of the most fundamental things that the Government of India has done is to ensure that the bottom of the pyramid also marches along with the top. So a strong financial inclusion agenda is part of the story. So I was telling the Honorable Minister from Luxembourg, and he also echoed the sentiments that the participation of the bottom of the pyramid will actually define our democracy, because a democracy without the participation of the bottom of the pyramid is meaningless. So to that extent, I think the journey of financial inclusion 1.0, which has happened in the last 8 to 9 years, will now move to the next phase by ensuring that the participation is not just notional or nominal, in the form of the 540 million bank accounts that have been provided to the bottom of the pyramid, but also formal and significant in the form of their participation in the stock markets, their ability to insure themselves, pension themselves, and also to access credit from the formal credit markets, that is the banks. So this today, I think we are also meeting in a time when I think technology is redefining the world. Just last week, the Government of India just concluded a very successful artificial intelligence summit, AI Impact Summit, which focuses on how AI can transform the landscape. AI, like any other piece of technology, is a double-edged sword. It can cut both ways. So making it work for the Indian economy is a gigantic task which the Government of India has taken on itself. And I'm sure that the ability to harness the technology by all of us, I think, including the capital markets, is going to define how we are able to kind of march along with the rest of the world. So I must say that technology is a transformer, and it can provide us the edge, provided that we are able to put it to use the most effective ways. And let me say that the architecture of the International Financial Services Authority and its regulations have actually looked at financial services and technology as two sides of the coin, of the same coin. So I must refer to our former chairman also, I think, who played a very important role in ensuring that technology plays a very important role in architecting the various regulations. So so that is why I think we have, along with the mainline financial sector regulations relating to banking, insurance, etc., we also have a TechFin and ancillary services regulations, which actually focus on getting the top technology companies here to come here and build products for the rest of the world and for India for the financial services market. So I will say that while I'm sure that our chief economic advisor here, who has just completed a mammoth task of releasing the economic survey, will definitely enlighten us about the growth in the Indian markets and the various trends going forward. I will not venture into that. So, but I will only say that the domestic markets have become very vibrant, and that is actually driving the growth processes. So I'll just give one statistics relating to the domestic market, which I think is relevant. In 2014, there were 20 million unique trading accounts in the domestic stock markets. Today, we have nearly about 135 million unique trading accounts in the stock markets, which have completely transformed the microstructure of the market. I think from an institutional-led market, this has today become a retail participation-driven market, to the extent that an ordinary man with a mobile phone is able to send in 100 rupees a week or a day or maybe a month to invest into the stock markets. So this transformation, combined with the capital market reforms that the domestic securities market regulator SEBI has done, along with the digital infrastructure that the Government of India has managed to put together, has transformed the nature of the market. So we believe that this transformation is here to stay, and we expect probably the domestic markets to probably have a retail participation to the extent of 500 to 600 million unique people, maybe in 10 to 15 years from now, thanks to the growth of digital services. I will say that IFSCA in its role is playing the role of a supportive framework or a supportive platform for the India's Viksit Bharat at 2047 journey. So we intend to aid, facilitate, accelerate, enhance what is happening in domestic India. So we intend to support the capital generation process for the Indian growth processes, about which the Chief Economic Advisor is definitely going to speak. So I will also say that we also believe in connecting ourselves globally. So I was very happy to hear the Honorable Finance Minister from Luxembourg showing his keenness to actually establish the strong connect with the International Financial Services Centers Authority, and ensure that I think I was also keen to hear that the DG of CSS have also echoed the same sentiments. So building such kind of strong connect connects not only between the regulators, but also between the market infrastructure institutions like exchanges, depositories, etc., is going to be very, very crucial to ensure that the clientele on both sides are able to make effective use of the infrastructure to invest into either of the territories. So let me end by saying that the IFSCA regulations, which we have managed to build over the last 5 years, are focused on alignment with global jurisdictions. That is what sets us apart from domestic regulations, which are more focused on the domestic markets and the constraints that the domestic market imposes. So in the International Financial Services Center, this is a free zone where capital controls do not exist. So we have the market participants have the ability to move in or move out capital and also repatriate profits without requiring any approvals. So the advantage of this flexibility that they have actually enables them to do a lot more other kinds of businesses, which include serving the regional markets and the rest of the world as well. So we will continue to be that way, to focusing on ease of doing business and also alignment with global regulations as we go by. I will stop by saying that the GIFT City ecosystem has actually matured. Today we have 35 banks which have assets under management which are in excess of about $106 billion. The GIFT City banks have actually contributed more than about $55 billion as credit into the Indian domestic ecosystem, which are borrowings by top corporates. Today, the Indian corporates find it very attractive to actually access the GIFT City credit markets led by the international banking units set up by top banks in the country and from foreign jurisdictions. The two stock exchanges here have also actually managed to launch a number of products which are largely focused on derivatives. The NSE IX and the India NX contribute very well to the derivatives trade in India, in the IFSC, and which supports the domestic market as well. I will stop here and say that the GIFT City ecosystem will continue to innovate to ensure that it supports the market in significant ways. At the same time, we also believe that transparency and trust are very important factors in a in the global financial ecosystem, and we will be up to the task of ensuring that we supervise markets in a sense that actually enhances investor trust and confidence rather than decrement it. So with this, I will close by saying that we will stand by our motto, which says that Ano Bhadraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha, which means that let noble thoughts, ideas come to us from all over the world. So with this, I'll close and welcome the Honorable Finance Minister of Luxembourg, the Chief Economic Advisor, Mr. Injati Srinivas, former chair, and the other senior dignitaries who have all come for this event. Thank you and Jai Hind.